Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you're going to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell. Make sure you always get your Going In Raw notifications.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness gracious. These Thursdays, man. You got to do two podcasts.
And
then we just did our Survivor Series predictions.
And then we still got to do Who Won Wednesday.
And then we got to do Who Won Wednesday, where we spread toxicity.
No, we don't. Positivity.
And just,
No, positive.
I think enough people spread toxicity.
Yeah,
man.
there's plenty of that going
We're here
around.
to spread the power of positivity.
Part of that.
Man, I was real sad that I had to be Eggman.
Well, luck has it, Mark, that you didn't have to be Eggman.
We're going to do a review on, next week of Stone Cold.
We're going to be gone most of the week.
Stone Cold.
Unless we
Undertaker.
watch it on Monday after or something and do a review.
Can we just find a transcript and just do it?
We'll do a Going In Raw view of Broken Skull sessions. How about that?
That works. That sounds good. Yeah, no, we can talk about the stories that Undertaker tells. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, no, man. They were bringing me in to be the Eggman.
You weren't. Well, that's what he was worried about. But
I was worried my stomach hurt so bad.
fate intervened, and he didn't have to be Eggman.
I was going to be Eggman.
He had to be an undead mortician.
That's right. Anyways, so we got War Games. We're doing live reactions that Saturday.
Yeah.
We're going to do our predictions for that in this episode right here that you're watching or listening to. And then, of course, Survivor Series. But as you did the math on it, it seems like Survivor Series is going to be another 3.5-hour affair.
Well, for the main card, yeah.
Yeah.
Not including kickoff, yeah.
Yeah, that's terrific. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm fine sitting around for 5.5 hours. I'm fine doing that.
As long as it's not lights flashing in your face.
Well, that was even longer than 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
Man. That was a long. Oh, boy.
Well, I think even if that was a 2-hour show, you still would have been unhappy.
No, 2-hour shows, I'd be cool.
No, I mean, if you had strobe lights flashing your eyes for 2 hours, you still would have been unhappy.
Well, nobody wants like the Ludovico technique. Come on, man. Nobody wants that. Anyways. NXT last night. I feel like Triple H understands Vince McMahon probably better than most. And he understands that Vince McMahon, number one, on main roster, they have not been handling any of the evasion stuff great. Barring that first episode of Smackdown. Mm-hmm. And he knows full well that Survivor Series, who knows if it's going to be good, great, or really bad. It has the odds of being any of those things. And so last night on NXT, he gave us Invasion the way Triple H would do it. And so it was just full-on chaos the entire time. A couple of just absolutely killer matches.
Yeah, some really good matches.
I thought it was just a stellar episode of NXT.
It was a fun show.
I'm curious to see how they're going to be able to maintain this momentum after all that's said and done. I have not seen the ratings.
I don't think they're out yet, are they?
Well, it's 1. Are they out by now?
Yeah, it's usually like 1:30.
1, 2, something like that?
It's like 1:30.
All right. No, I thought it was an absolutely just a stellar show, man. 2 hours ago, I always look at John Pollock's account.
Yeah, he seems to have the ratings up pretty quick.
Yeah, and he said something. He said this. He tweeted out this 2 hours ago. Nothing to do with anything, but Jim Cornette has denied that he posted an apology on Instagram. I have removed the statement.
I think
I have no idea.
There was a phony Jim Cornette Instagram account that posted like a really brief apology.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's funny. That's hilarious. Anyways, getting back to it, NXT, stellar show, good stuff.
Yeah, kicked off with Regal. He's hanging out backstage, a couple security guys. Mm-hmm. In through the door walks the man, Becky Lynch.
She says, "Welcome back."
And they did a great shot where she walks in. There's a little bit of a nod between two of them, and like the curtain's just right there.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So if she walks through the curtain, camera follows her through the curtain, down the ramp. She walks all the way down to the ring. She dropped a promo, and she must have listened to Stained before going out there because she's kept on saying, "Well, it's been a while."
Yeah, that was good stuff. The Full Sail crowd, though, man, they're like, "Hey, once you move on, we're not gonna. If you come back, that's fine. We will show our respects.
But it seems like if you're NXT, you're not NXT for life.
No, man, because there's a new sheriff in town. Her name's Shayna Baszler, and that crowd is fully aware of that.
Yep.
So Becky was, even during her promo, she was getting some Shayna's going to kill you chants. And so she was talking about Shayna.
Well, first she reminisced about the last time she was here. This happened, that happened, but I'm here now, and I'm ready to kick some ass in NXT. Or it's been a while since I've kicked some ass in this ring. She calls Bayley a teenage girl with an old lady haircut. That was pretty good.
That was good
And then
stuff.
then she calls out Shayna, says, "I don't want to wait to fight. Let's fight now." Shayna doesn't answer the challenge. Rhea Ripley does.
Yeah, dude. You know, you mentioned it last week when I posed the question. She's got to be next.
She's gonna be the one.
Got to be the one, right?
She's gonna be the one.
There's nobody else that gets the reaction she gets that's treated like her, and nobody else. She is auditioning for face of the company every time she's out there.
And she delivers every time.
And she delivers. When she showed up on, was it SmackDown? What was it? When she had a main roster match?
No, sorry, SmackDown.
Was it SmackDown?
Yeah, that's the bit she had with Sasha was really good.
Who'd she find on SmackDown?
It was a tag match, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It was. But every time she was in, it was, oh man, she knows where the cameras are. She knows what to say.
Well, it's all that, but it's also she brings a level of energy. I feel like in her performance with the ratings out.
Yeah.
And
wow, NXT for the first time
cracked a million.
Took the lead.
Oh, okay.
916,000 viewers. AE Dynamite pretty close. 893,000. The demographics were a different story. AE Dynamite, 8th place in the precious, was it 1849 demo. NXT trailed 14th place in the demo.
So where even NXT, like, it has a much older viewing audience than
it's the WWE thing, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is a WWE thing.
Rhea brings a level of energy that few competitors, regardless of division, bring. Especially like when she really brings it, like that bit against Sasha on SmackDown. It's like when she knows the spotlight's on her. Yeah, she delivers. There's this energy that she brings that's next level. Yeah, it's something else. Yeah. So Rhea comes out and says, "Oh, so you're the man. Let's see if you have a set of balls."
Yeah, that was good.
That's all it took. One line, match happens.
Oh man, that was killer. Yeah, ref runs up in there. He says, "All right, separate." Gets rid of the mic.
Now fight.
Ring the bell.
Now fight. So early on, Becky sends Rhea out of the ring. She goes for a baseball slide, but Rhea catches her and kind of drops her Alabama Slam style, or reverse Alabama Slam style, face first on the apron. And then during the commercial break, Rhea was firmly in control. Just no doubt about it. Yeah. Back from commercial, man, it's they manage to coordinate these end of commercial breaks and something interesting happening every time. It's almost like they planned this stuff out.
You'd think, huh?
Becky tries to make a comeback. She kind of does till Rhea tosses her off the top rope. Becky responds with DDT. Later on, she hits Insigiri, follows with a second rope leg drop, only gets a 2 count. If a leg drop happens, I feel like it should be the end of the match. Rhea with the roll up. Becky kicks out right into a disarmer. Rhea powers out, and Becky kind of transitions to a triangle. Rhea powers her up for like a power bomb. Instead, Becky gets out of that situation. They're up on the top rope, brawling. Rhea hits a superplex. They're both selling it. And that's when Shayna, Jessamine, and Marina come down the ring. They start. They lay out Becky for a second. The MMA horsewomen turn their eyes to Rhea. Becky comes in, kicks Shayna as she's charging towards Ripley, and then Rhea and Becky dispatch of Shafir and Duke. They stand tall. Yeah, that's one thing that occurred a couple times during this episode. It happened later on with Keith Lee and Hansen, where people were setting aside brand warfare just for a second because they kind of see eye to eye. Yeah, like this, they're like, okay, yeah, we may have a problem here, Becky and Rhea, but both of us really don't like Shayna.
They're doing the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah,
they're in each other's universe.
Exactly, and like Hansen and Leah, they're like, we could fight, or we could do something really awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just do something really awesome.
Oh boy, and it was awesome. I think that the sequence here, the roll up, kick out right into the disarmer, Rhea escapes, Becky into a triangle, the power bomb. It was ugly, but it was brawl ugly. That's what I really loved about it. It was like because Rhea really had to like she had to put everything into lifting Becky up because she's in sort of an awkward position where she didn't have momentum going. And I thought it was terrific. I thought it was really, really good.
It was a good match. Again, Rhea, when she's in a high profile match, man, she especially of late, she has delivered.
A lot of people are talking right now in chat about this. I didn't even thought about this. There's no more Takeover Fallout episodes.
Oh, that's right.
We can snooze through it, man.
But that should be a positive, though, because NXT is usually a really good 2 hours of wrestling.
I know, but
I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they still do a good deal of recapping in the episode. It's not going to be the same degree.
I don't know how that would play. Like, hey, they've got these ratings are in. They're looking to build some more momentum. Perhaps they got Takeover coming out. It's gonna be a big buzz.
Say this. Instead of 2 matches, there'll probably be 6, 5.
How many matches were in this episode?
I don't know. It's twice as long. Figured they'll have twice as many matches.
That's a good point.
From a normal recap.
That's a good point. And maybe 4 matches in all recaps.
And maybe having recaps in video package form, strictly, they'll be like buoyed or centered around like some sort of in-ring promo type thing. So long as they don't do the thing where they go, "Hey, I was at Takeover. That was really rough. Let me show you," and they throw the footage.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they don't really do that in NXT.
Here's the thing, man. Just for the sake of their health, I mean,
like Adam Cole's got a brutal weekend. Brutal. And he had that ladder match.
And he does this like all the time. I texted this to you last night. We're coming up on the end of the year awards, Friendo Awards. He's going to be my pick, I think, right now for Wrestler of the Year.
The issue with the Friendo Awards is we don't get to select the winners of the categories.
We're going to do a count out or something where we get to say what we want.
All right. Well, I think you just did.
Nice. Well, it's not. There's still a month left, so
someone could change your mind.
But man, he's
had a hell of a year, man.
He's so good.
Hell of a year. After that quick shot Revival, they arrive at Full Sail.
Ford F-150 or
kind of wish they'd stayed. Imagine if this kind of stuff had happened like 2 years ago. Revival would still be in NXT.
Yeah.
And how amazing that would be.
Oh yeah, just all the time takeover matches.
Yeah,
that'd be great. It would have been really cool. There was two acts that I wish would have shown up last night. The New Day and Roman in NXT. I haven't really seen that before. Like Roman was there as like background noise.
A cup of coffee, man.
A cup of coffee. I don't even think.
I don't think he had any matches in NXT.
Yeah, I don't think he did either.
Prior to the Shield's debut on Main, they came back to NXT after that,
right.
But I don't really think he wrestled much. I mean, he was in FCW a lot, but not really NXT a whole lot.
Yeah,
if at all.
It was mainly Seth, not Ambrose and
Roman. I know.
Anyways,
as that Kona Reeves is coming down to the ring. Awesome. The Finest has a match.
I know.
And then Ricochet, as if shot out of a cannon, comes flying in parallel to the ground and destroys Kona with a drop kick.
That was amazing. Because Kona has such a great – he's got the finest swagger.
Yeah.
When he comes out, he's doing his thing, and his hair's all long now, so it's all bouncing around.
Yeah.
And then he just gets annihilated by Ricochet.
That's pretty great. That was pretty great.
That was rad. This whole thing was awesome.
Yeah. And so Matt Riddle comes out, gets all at Ricochet's face, kicks off his slides, and we got another impromptu match happening.
There's nothing like Matt Riddle when he flips it from bro to intense. Oh, it's so good. And then Ricochet versus Matt Riddle. There were some questions about this, but in the mod chat, but I don't think they ever fought one-on-one in at least in PWG. I looked it up briefly, couldn't find it. Maybe you can. I know they were on the same card a couple times.
Yeah, we were there for one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know if they ever fought in PWG, but I would be surprised they didn't have a match at some point somewhere.
You would think, right? You would think. Anyways, while you look that up, I'll run this down a little bit. Anyways, according to the Larson notes here, the greatest notes in wrestling, Ricochet starts
that's
fast.
Very much up for debate.
Drops Riddle. No, your notes are great. Riddle he drops Riddle with a somersault suicide dive. Riddle then counters, standing shooting star press with a triangle. Ricochet powers out, back and forth. Riddle hits the Broton. Ricochet hits Northern Light suplex, neck breaker, shooting star press combo, gets 2. Ricochet to the top. Riddle evades Phoenix Splash. They trade strikes. Riddle drops Ricochet with a deadlift German suplex.
That was great.
That was good stuff. Cesaro and Nakamura come ringside. Ricochet and Riddle fight them off. And then Riddle gets the win with the roll-up. And then it's just pure chaos.
It is chaos.
Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura hit the ring. beat down Riddle and Ricochet, and then the faces make a comeback. Ricochet hits a springboard splash on Cesaro over the barricade.
That was amazing.
That was, oh my God, that was spot of the freaking week, month, whatever.
That was great.
That was amazing.
This next bit was great, too. So Nakamura setting up for Kinshasa on Riddle. Outruns Roderick Strong out of nowhere, and as Nakamura is charging Riddle, he lays him out with a huge jumping knee.
Oh.
And Riddle, ever appreciative, just kicks Roderick Strong for the trouble.
Yeah.
And then Balor comes in. He and Matt Riddle start brawling. Balor goes for a 1916. Riddle counters with a ripcord knee.
Yeah.
Balor gets out of there.
Just pure chaos.
It's just madness.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was so good.
Next, we get a Damian Priest, Killian Dane, Peter Dune video package.
Yeah.
Winner of this match gets a shot at Adam Cole in Survivor Series.
So they get a match at War Games, a triple threat.
Yeah.
And a takeover level match. So that's going to be tough. And then they're going to be taking on Adam Cole the next night of Survivor Series. I hope this is just like 7 minutes of mat-based wrestling.
Yeah. Put on the pre-show. Why not?
Exactly. Yeah. Let these guys heal, man. Because, but you know how they are.
You know what? Adam Cole's still doing all this with a busted up wrist.
I know. He had a ladder match last night. Oh, man. Wrestler of the year. Anyways, Redragon, they're warming up backstage.
They have tag team match next against Revival.
Coming up next. Say yeah.
Revival.
Scott Dawson.
Yeah.
Look like, wait, who's the bald one? Dash.
Dawson.
That's Dawson?
Yeah.
Dash is the other guy. Okay.
Dash is the guy
to
with
this
hair.
To this day, I know. It's bad.
You call yourself a wrestling fan.
No, I don't. I do this for a job. He looked like he was going to get choked up a little bit.
I know.
He looked kind of emotional.
They both looked very emotional.
Yeah. Yeah. I just noticed it
maybe
more
they walked in and they're like, this is what it's like to feel again.
Right?
Know?
Yeah.
After kind of seemingly in some instances have like the passion sucked out of their job.
Sure.
Working on main roster, like, oh, NXT, this is what it's like to feel.
We can talk about this really quick because he, up until apparently today, was a member of the NXT roster. Jordan Miles.
Oh, yeah.
ACH, evidently.
He was signing some papers in a Twitter picture, one could assume.
His release?
Yep. And he's got 2 matches booked. One in San Antonio, I think. And it's one in Texas, and I don't remember where the other one's at.
I wonder if this is like one of those releases that Cultaholic had speculated on, where WWE said, sure, you can go, but no AEW. Mm-hmm. Or if there was any restrictions on the release.
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because his first match is at Wrestling Revolver, which I'm sure is a terrific promotion. I just haven't really heard anything about it. So I wonder if there are any restrictions on the release or what the deal is.
I don't know.
Don't know.
I wonder if that's in Texas because the other one's in Texas. He's from Texas.
Yeah, I think that was the one that I saw was at Wrestling Revolver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he's strictly working, indie shows for the foreseeable future, or if he pops up. I know he expressed interest in going to New Japan, but if there's any restrictions on his release, you would think AEW and New Japan would probably be the top 2.
Mm-hmm. I would think so. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Maybe AEW, New Japan. Impact, maybe.
I don't know. Anyway, this is a really fun match. Early on, got some standoffs between Revival, Undisputed Era. Eventually, though, Dash Wilder is the man.
He ain't going to Ring of Honor, that's for sure.
Yeah. Dash Wilder is a man who was isolated. And Undisputed Era is focusing the vast majority of their offense on Dash Wilder to right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
Yeah.
Midsection.
Yeah.
Eventually, Dash drops Bob Fish with belly to back. He goes for the tag. He can't, though, and then Kyle O'Reilly runs around. He takes Dawson out. Undisputed Era hits Chasing the Dragon, gets a 2 count. O'Reilly drops Dash with the running knee off the apron. We go to commercial. We come back. Kyle O'Reilly's hitting a flurry of strikes. Eventually, though, Dash catches him, hits with a power slam. Bobby Fish comes in, charges towards Dash. Dash low bridges him. Fish out of the ring. Hits a Hurricane Run on O'Reilly. He gets the tag to Dawson finally. Dawson clears house, eventually hitting a diving headbutt on Bob Fish. That gets him a 2 count. He hits an O'Connor roll on Bob Fish. Fish kicks out, and then while during the kick out, Fish is kind of like launched towards the ropes. Mm-hmm. Dash hits him with the European uppercut. Scott Dawson follows with Brainbuster. That gets them a 2 count. Oh, did they have a match?
Back in 2016 in Evolve.
All right.
Jonathan Williams mentioned this
3 years ago.
chat. Yeah. Matt Riddle beat Ricochet by submission.
Interesting. Eventually, though, Revival meet in the middle. I don't know what that means.
Is this where they were going to do the DIY thing?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes, meet in the middle. O'Reilly pushes Bob Fish out of the way. So KO eats the double knee strike.
Yeah.
Fish makes a comeback. He sends Dash from the ring. He goes up top. Dawson meets him up there. Goes for a superplex, but O'Reilly grabs Fish's leg, and then Bob Fish knocks Dawson off the top. KO is just peppering Dash like ringside with kicks. He responds, or ringside, he responds to DDT on the apron. Dawson goes back up. He does hit a superplex. Dash follows that with a top rope splash. Only gets a 2 count, though. Fish busted open. There was this weird kind of spot where...
yeah, that was botchy.
Where Fish ended up getting busted open a little bit.
Yeah, like what's his face?
Dawson.
Dawson is up on the top. And there was some miscommunication. It seemed like
it was a rough landing.
Bobby Fish was supposed to like do something, and he didn't. And yeah, it was a weird landing for him. He had to tell the ref, "Yeah, my back is okay."
Yeah. And then Fish drops him with a Samoa drop. Undisputed Era go for total elimination. Dash breaks it up. Revival hits Shatter Machine.
Yeah, that was a sick sequence, man.
That was really good.
That was so good.
O'Reilly pulls Dawson out of the ring during the pin, and then O'Reilly hits running knees off the apron on Dash. Sends him in the timekeeper area. O'Reilly's tagged in. He has a top rope knee on Dawson. That gets him a 2. And then we have this great sequence where Dawson's in between Fish and O'Reilly, and he's reaching out towards Dash. Dash is trying to come too. He's reaching out towards Dawson. Of course, they used to do that all the time in Revival because it's called storytelling. They used to happen in NXT.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't really happen on main roster as much.
Really, no.
Where they're reaching out for each other for help. Dash can't come to. Undisputed Era hit total elimination to get the win.
Yeah, man. Woo! Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Really good stuff. After that, we had the War Raiders and the Forgotten Sons trying to go at it in the parking lot. They were being held back by security and some referees. They're all jawing at each other.
Yeah.
After that, we had a really terrific women's War Games match video package set to Poppy's.
I can't remember the name of the song, though.
Something Defense, I think. My Defense, In Defense, something like that. I don't know. It's on one of my playlists. It's the one that she sang at the NXT episode. Man, this was just an awesome video package.
It's well done.
Something tells me it's going to be the main event.
That'd be pretty cool.
After that, we had Kaylee Ray versus Dakota Kai. Kind of feel like this is for people who don't watch NXT UK. A little get to know you for
totally.
Kaylee Ray.
But also because Kaylee Ray got involved in the ladder match last week.
Well, that's why,
Yeah.
because she's on that team now.
Yeah.
And so you got to get to know, hey, she's a tough cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Dakota Kai was just trying to just kick this entire match.
It was great.
Yeah.
Dakota Kai's really good.
She is really good. They just need to book her as like a really good person because like she's crap. She's like useless and she doesn't win anything.
She's like what Sami Zayn was.
Yes, exactly.
Not a bad wrestler, losing wrestler.
A losing wrestler, a loser.
No,
Correct.
losing wrestler.
Right, but if you're losing a lot, you're a loser.
Well, usually when you hear someone being called a loser, it's more of a judgmental thing than just saying a losing wrestler.
Correct, loser. Totally,
I
agree.
think call her a loser.
Definitely
that
call
infers
her
that
a
you
loser.
lose on multiple facets.
Like, dude, she couldn't even get on the War Games team. That was honestly one of the cringiest segments in a funny way. When everybody just turned around to Dakota Kai and Rhea says, sorry, you didn't make the cut. Oh, and then she
leaves. The worst part of that was as soon as Dakota Kai leaves, Tegan smiles.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be your best friend.
That was rough.
So Kai starts fast. She's got a bone to pick with Kaylee Ray, what happened the previous week.
Yeah.
She goes for that face wash kick in the corner. Ray catches it, goes for a gory bomb. Yeah, this was great. Like Kai seamlessly reversed that into like a sunset flip bomb. It was amazing.
That was cool, yeah.
Gets 2. Kai goes for the GTK. Ray escapes that, hits super kicks to Kai's back. And there's that face buster from Kaylee Ray. Looked like she just dropped Dakota Kai right in her forehead.
Yeah.
That looked nasty. That only gets her 2 count, though. And then that's when Kaylee Ray starts working over Dakota Kai's surgically repaired knee.
Yeah.
Kai eventually comes to, hits a nice corner double stomp, get the upper hand until Kaylee Ray punches her off the apron. But then Kai sends her into the ring steps, Follows that with the face wash right against the ring steps. Only gets 2 count, though. She goes for GTK again. Kaylee Ray rakes the eyes, hits a super kick and a gory bomb for the win. And then Carmella teleports onto the apron. She gets in there, and then Dana Brooks in there. Pretty much everybody else in the Smackdown was division, save for Sasha and Bayley. They're in there. They attack. The rest of NXT's women's division basically save for Shayna, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir. Am I forgetting anybody?
No, but there
else.
was an amazing moment.
Yeah,
when
the Raw women show up too.
They show up, and Kairi Sane is like kind of a focal point of that.
Yeah.
And then her and Io Shirai have this awesome little moment in the ring where they're
Yeah.
like, we don't know what to do. We were like best friends, and we weren't.
It was almost the Spider-Man
It was
thing.
kind of the Spider-Man thing.
Because now they're both heels, and they were both
Yeah.
NXT together as both
Yeah.
faces.
Yeah.
Before that, Sane it's a insane elbow and Tegan Knox hit the stare down with Io until Sarah Logan comes in and takes out Io Shirai. Then Nikki Cross comes out with a trash can lid and destroys everybody.
That was awesome. And she's the one left standing tall. She just signed an extension or a new deal with WWE.
Uh-huh.
They treat Nikki Cross pretty darn well.
Yeah.
They really do.
They really do.
I love it. I think it's great.
Next, we get a quick shot of Dominik Dijakovic warming up backstage. He has a ladder match against Adam Cole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Got a
Magic
ladder
8 Ball says, looks good.
Make sure there's enough ladders out there.
Yeah.
Going to be using a lot of ladders today.
Seems like there's plenty. Then we got War Raiders versus Forgotten Sons, and normally you'd see this and be like, really? Forgotten Sons, they're kind of lame.
This is a really good match.
It was a
though.
really good match.
It was a really good match. We got to see a Jackson Riker have to hit the bricks.
Yeah, man.
He got tossed out. But, no, I thought it was a really fun match.
It was really fun. They delivered, that's for sure. And it went kind of fairly long.
It did. This is a really long match. Like you think, hey, War Raiders versus Forgotten Sons. But earlier we had, of course, Undisputed Era going over the Revival. Here you kind of figure, like you said, well, we did predictions. War Raiders are like one of the top booked tag teams right now.
If not top.
As they should be.
Yeah.
As they should be. So they ended up
indeed getting the win here.
Yeah.
We'll kind of breeze through some of this. There's a lot of really good back and forth, and Forgotten Sons really did impress with their offense and the coordination of it. And when I mentioned earlier they're kind of lame, it's just because we don't see that very often.
Yeah.
Like their characters are ill-defined. They're heels, but they're heels that people just don't. They're just like, you're not really generating heat. It's just more,
Yeah, I know.
And we don't see them put on matches of this level on a consistent basis. And if we did, if they were putting on matches like this on a regular
I
basis,
guess nothing else matters, right?
they would help them.
It would definitely help them. Yeah.
That, more Junkyard promos.
And honestly, more Jackson Riker.
I know.
Like, the thing is, he's obviously, like, he should be their singles guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Challenging for singles titles.
Yeah.
But somehow, everybody, like, Pete Dunne comes in, passes him by. Killian Dane passes him by. Damian Priest passes him by.
He lost
Dijak passes him by.
He lost to Tyler Breeze
Oh, God,
in a
that's
singles
right.
match.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, people keep on passing him by. He's the Terminator.
He is a Terminator.
Like, he needs to be up there.
He's got the look for it.
He does. I know. I mean, his wrestling skills are what they are.
Well, I mean, but if you...
They need to bring back that finish of his where he
No,
bounces
they
the
don't.
guy off the
No,
rope.
they don't.
And then he does it like 3 times until he
They
can
do
get it
not,
right.
They do not need to bring that back. But once he kind of found his character, it seemed like a lot of that turned around because he realized maybe I don't have to do that much in the ring.
Yeah.
I just have to keep getting up. I just can't be kept down
Yeah.
and just overpower people.
Yeah.
He didn't have to be Zack Sabre Jr. in there.
I appreciate how they just keep on going to the same. Like, creatively speaking, they're just like, okay, so what are we exactly? Listen, I've told you this a million times. You're guys who hang out at the junkyard?
But wait, are we all veterans that have been left behind? And do the three of us, do we buy a junkyard? Is this a business venture or is this like our clubhouse?
No. You're at a junkyard. Okay, but is it
why?
ours? You're there.
What are we looking for?
Right. You found it. It's a junkyard.
Is this like a pick and pull place? We're looking for parts for a car.
There's all sorts of stuff there. So it could be any number of things. It's up to the imagination. Show, don't tell. Okay, well, can we show us doing some stuff at the junkyard?
Yeah. Are we like practicing our moves there?
Right.
Like it'd be pretty cool if we were practicing moves on like the hoods of cars and stuff. We'd look super tough. Just for fun, putting each other through windshields.
That would look really cool. Actually.
That we look really cool. No, I don't. That's not the direction.
You're going too far with it. Okay, well,
I'm going somewhere with it more than you're doing. So what are we? You are.
Yes, you are.
You are.
I don't know. I forgot. See, get it? Anyways.
Hey, it was really fun. There was the bit where everybody was doing cartwheels. That was pretty funny. You had Hanson doing cartwheels. You had Cutler. You had Blake. They're all doing cartwheels.
And then he does the thing where he does the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Anyways.
Yeah, he takes them both out, though, with handspring elbows. And then after that, Viking Experience win.
Yeah.
They get the pin on Cutler. Really fun match.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, if you haven't
really
got a chance
fun.
to check it out, it's worthwhile. After that, an Adam Cole promo.
Pretty sure he was at backstage. He was like, because I think he was wearing the same suit. I think they were just like, he was in the green room at backstage, WWE backstage.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, we got a DSLR. Can you cut a quick promo for NXT? Yeah, sure, okay.
Probably.
He just does it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wrestler of the Year.
For sure.
Talking about War Games, talking about Survivor Series, all that. And then we get a quick shot of him backstage with the rest of Undisputed Era. He's getting ready for his main event bout, which is next.
That's right.
Right before that, a quick War Games video package. They go through the card, hype it up, and then we get Dominic Dijakovic versus Adam Cole ladder match winner. Their team gets the advantage at War Games. It made all the sense in the world for the heels to win. That's what happened. Cole picked up the win. There was quite a few fun spots here. Early on, Cole takes it right to Dijakovic.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Takes it right to
He
him.
launches out quick.
However, the issue is
Gone too fast.
he was gone too fast. Went to get a ladder. Dijak goes out there, drops Adam Cole. He gets the ladder. Cole drop kicks him when he tries to get back in the ring. He takes the ladder, and then Dijak gets back in the ring, and then he kicks Adam Cole when he's holding the ladder. Then Dijak eventually sets up ladder, starts to climb. Cole pulls him off. He starts to climb. Dijak pulls him off, and then Cole super kicks Dijak in his knee. That would come into play later.
Yes, correct.
Because after that, Adam Cole starts working Dijakovic's right leg, wrapping around the ring post, that kind of stuff. Go to commercial, come back. There's now 3 ladders in the ring. There's one in the middle that's set up. There's one resting in the corner, and then Dijak puts
There's one hovering above the ring, glitching out like
almost. There's one that's set up in the rungs of the upright ladder, and then in the corner. All come into play. Dijak sets up for a choke slam. Cole fights that off, and then Dijak sets up for a suplex, but then Cole reverses that until last shot 1.0. Pretty impressive.
Man, yeah. When he can get those big dudes up there, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Adam Cole's got a very powerful base.
He does.
He's got some thick trunks.
Yeah, he does.
And I don't know if he still adheres to this leg workout, but in the suplex site, suplex clothing line, their athletes, they have some of their workout routines. And his leg workout routine's pretty intense.
I know he hasn't had a match against Keith Lee on Maine. On TV.
No. They had some house show matches.
I know they had some house show matches. I'm curious to see if he got him up for a last shot 1.0.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Because, oh my God.
Yeah. So Cole starts to climb up the ladder that's up in the middle. And then Dijak gets up, grabs him, and then choke slams Cole into the ladder that was set up in the corner. That was rough.
That was rough, yeah.
So Dijakovic, starts climbing up the ladder. Cole makes a dive for his ankle, pulls Dijak down. Dijak goes for Feast Your Eyes. Cole fights it off, and then he ends up halfway up the ladder. So Dijakovic pulls him off, and in pretty much one fluid motion, Cole lands right into Panama Sunrise.
Yeah.
So Dijakovic has to roll out of the ring. So Cole starts going up the ladder. Dijakovic comes back in, starts hitting Cole in the back, picks him up. Feast Your Eyes. But on impact, he's like, ow, knee.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts.
Yep.
Nonetheless, Dijakovic starts scaling the ladder on one leg.
Selling it great, too.
Yeah. Cole, on the opposite side, starts climbing. They're at the top, jockeying for position. Cole takes the briefcase up there, hits Dijakovic with it, sends him through the ladder that was set up between upright ladder and corner of the ring. Cole grabs the briefcase. He wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Undisputed Era, they have advantage.
Oh, yeah.
So the rest of Undisputed Era, they're at the ramp. They're celebrating. And then pretty quickly, they're surrounded. Raw in front of them. Raw in front of them, Smackdown behind him.
Yes, correct.
Huge brawl breaks out. More NXT talents join in. And then Drew McIntyre teleports into the ring.
Yeah.
Drops Dijakovic with a huge claymore.
And that sell job from Dijak was a dude that tall, and he does the full flip sell. Oh,
that was great.
But then
Keith Lee in. Drew charges him. Keith Lee pop-up spirit bomb.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That was
And
amazing.
So he popped him up so he's on his shoulders and then did the full lift up.
Yes. Oh.
Keith Lee's awesome. So Hanson's in next, and you're like, oh, here we go, Hoss fight.
Here we go, Hoss fight.
But no, they have a little moment, and they're like, okay.
Let's just
they
do
turn.
this. Yeah.
So Hanson hits a suicide dive right as Keith Lee's hitting a tope.
Yeah.
And so Cole's the only one left in the ring. He's like, heck yeah.
He's like, look at me.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Advantage Adam Cole. And then boo. Seth comes in. Boo.
Yeah, they started chanting a
Seth's not cool or
Seth's
something.
not cool chant. That's the cringiest chant, man. I don't know. That's so cheesy.
Are you going to debate that point?
Am I going to debate that he's cool or not? I'm not going to chant "You're not cool." That's like the least cool thing you can do, especially some of that Full Sail crowd. I see them in the crowd when they do, like, Bianca Belair's music pops and they start showing crowd dancing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So he's in. He super kicks Cole. He's setting up for a stomp. Cue Ciampa. No one will survive. He shows up.
Telemarketer.
Seth. He's still got this tunnel vision issue.
Oh yeah.
Because Ciampa's like milling about. He's taking his sweet time getting down that ramp. He could have still stomped Adam Cole if that was priority for him.
Yeah, sure.
Instead, he lets Adam Cole roll out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So Ciampa walks down like all the wrestlers that got laid out. They part. So Ciampa has a clear walking path down to the ring, and he's about to get in the ring. He's like,
Hold
one
on.
second.
1 second. One moment.
Delivers a huge running knee to Adam Cole. And then my DVR stopped recording at that moment.
Okay, so he
I had
gets
to film
in.
what happens after that.
He gets in, and they just go at it. They start going, and then it was a great sort of WCW-esque ending where you fade to black on them still going at it. It was good stuff. Nobody really had the upper hand.
Cool.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
All right, let's do our takeover predictions, and then we'll take some questions. First,
I have not written any of these down.
All right.
I'm just going.
all right, first on the docket, we'll go with the match for Cole's challenger at Survivor Series. Peter Dune
Yeah.
versus Damian Priest versus Killian Dane. I got Peter Dune, 2 confidence points.
I think it's too early for him to lose to Adam Cole at Survivor Series. I'm going to go with Killian Dane on this one.
Another reason I'm thinking Pete Dunne is that Dunne's kind of like the most over of the 3.
That's
He's the
definitely
most
true.
well-known name.
That's definitely
and
true.
maybe the thinking is, well, in Survivor Series, let's give them 2 of NXT's best.
Yeah, that could be. That could be.
Not taking anything away from Damian Priest or Killian Dane. Just Pete Dunne's more well-known.
It's definitely, like, it's probably the one that I would want because that'd be a killer match.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like they might save him to take that loss for a little bit later, and this is more of a protective way to do it. Killian Dane. Did Killian Dane have an Adam Cole match before? I don't know.
Maybe when he was with Sanity, maybe.
Anyways, I'm going to go with Killian Dane. Only 1 confidence point. Next up, Matt Riddle versus Finn Balor. I've got Finn Balor here with 4 confidence points.
Well, you got a lot. I got him with just 1.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. He
Yeah.
just got here. This is his first match. He can't
Yeah,
lose
no,
this.
probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
What would be the what's your thoughts on that?
No, I mean, I feel like I feel pretty good about all of these.
Yeah.
It's just the way it worked out.
Oh, men's war game isn't easy. Undisputed.
Yeah, Undisputed Era totally won that. That's
can-
where I have all my confidence points.
Yeah.
4.
I'll go 3 here, and then I'll go heels to win women's war game.
Oh, really? Have the heels sweeping. That's where we differ. I got Team Rhea Ripley because if they want Rhea to set her sights on
Rhea's
Shayna
a big
Baszler,
deal. Never mind, faces. 2. There you go.
I have 3. We only disagree on. We don't disagree on anything.
No, you're right. Just one.
Oh wait, no, we do on the triple threat match. The only one we disagree on.
Yeah. Yeah. So good.
All right, fine.
Let's take some questions.
Sounds good.
Let's do some questions here.
DKC returns. Dawson has an O in it, and O's look like a bald head. That's how you
not
remember
going to
Dawson.
help. That's not going to help.
All right.
It's not gonna
The villain Alan Black. You hear Dawson scream, "Kiss my ass" to Fish and O'Reilly. I did not.
No, but that sounds cool. Apparently, the crowd gave him a good "Please don't go" chant afterwards.
It's
I
good.
didn't see that. Let's see here. That's an AEW question, Austin.
What?
He says, I've been binge watching Lucha Underground recently, and I had an idea for AEW.
Sounds like a Lucha Underground question.
A bit like the Gift of the Gods, where you have to collect these artifacts to get the gift. Oh, that's a cool idea. You have to collect artifacts to get the gift from the right to challenge at any time for a championship. And yeah, and that's the diamond ring. It starts off with that. You have to collect various items.
It's like a scavenger hunt.
Like Dusty Rhodes. Yeah. Like various items from times past in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Thomas Dunnigan. Does Vince care enough about NXT to at least let them win one match of Survivor Series? I don't know if he cares that much, but it behooves him from a business standpoint to give them a win.
Yeah, for sure. Alex Foster. NXT happened to beat AEW the same week Kona Reeves was on TV. Coincidence, yay or nay?
Not at all.
Hard yay.
Denton Watkins. Is this year's Survivor Series more of a showcase of NXT than actual brand supremacy, really lacking big-name talent compared to last year? Yeah, I think this is the overarching story, I think, is to get NXT on the same tier or close to it as Raw and SmackDown now that they're on USA as well, to get those ratings up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. I mean, what was last? I mean, the Survivor Series was like the year we had. You had Brock versus Daniel Bryan. That was a big deal last year. Mm-hmm. I mean, this year you got The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan.
Well, I think maybe they're referring strictly to the Survivor Series matches, the brand versus brand stuff.
Well, you got Seth and Roman captaining their teams. Those are pretty big names right there.
Deal.
But I think that NXT is going to win that. So do you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Hafty. Who would win a commentators only Royal Rumble from all brands? Well, right now it's Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
If you put Dio Madden back in, then you're probably looking at, if you're going with Prime, everybody at the prime of their career, you're looking at either Nigel McGuinness or Beth Phoenix, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Corey Graves was booked pretty strong. I think Corey Graves would have gone far if he didn't have the concussions.
I know. Aiden English. He's still a wrestler.
Heel Michael Cole.
No.
Crafty.
Well, I mean, if you're talking Prime, you got to put Jerry Lawler in there, too.
Oh, it's Jerry Lawler then. Oh, my God. That guy was booked to the moon because he booked himself.
Okay, DKC, this is worse than your other suggestion. Dash almost rhymes with fat, which it doesn't.
It doesn't.
And Dash is, I guess he's thicker.
Yeah, for sure he is.
But still, that's not even a loose rhyme. That's not a rhyme in any stretch of the imagination.
No, but I think he's onto something good there. Dash. He's fat, so he's slow. So it's ironic. Dash, not fast.
How about this?
Dash, not fast, fat. And then it's that guy.
Just remember the bald guy, Scott Dawson.
That's stupid. That's not even. Are you playing along with this or not?
No,
Just
I'm not,
remember the
because
bald
this is
guy, Scott.
asinine.
Okay, why would I know that the bald guy is Scott Dawson? Where is the correlation there?
At this point, watching wrestling as long as you have, being exposed to the revival as much as you have, this should be common knowledge. I'm actually, frankly, quite disappointed that you don't know who Scott Dawson or Dash Wilder is.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time you're disappointed in me.
And surely won't be the
get that
last.
every day. So,
Do better. Do better.
Maybe don't judge so much. Maybe try that for
I
once
usually
in your
don't,
life.
but in this case, I think it's
usually
deserving.
don't. Every day.
Brandon Collins wants to know what city the Rumble is happening in. Steve, do you know that?
The Rumble?
Yeah, where's the Rumble taking place in 2020?
I feel like I should know this. Is it in Texas somewhere?
Yeah.
San Antonio.
Houston.
Nice. So close. Dash. See, this is good. Greg Morris is being helpful.
All right.
Dash has no stash.
All right. If that's easy to remember, then
Scott Dawson is the bald guy. Yeah. You're terrible, by the way.
At this point, it should not take this level of...
DKC says Dash Wilder looks more wild and fat.
Rich Harsty, Dash has a good head of hair, so he's Dash-ing.
What's funny is that for a spell I actually did know it. And then recently I forgot it again because I was watching TV. I was like, man, back in the day I knew it.
I'll tell you, man. Rich, the Smash Bro.
Mr. Dope says, Houston, I'm going. You live like near here. How is that like? Really? How are you going to Houston? That's fine.
Planes exist.
No, I'm just saying. It's like, it's in Houston. I'm going. But you live in Sacramento.
Denton Watkins, Scott has a no, which is like a bald person. That must be a popular suggestion. It's the second time you've heard it.
Scott has a no, which is like a bald person, and Dawson has a no, which is like a bald person. Ricky Scurvy says they're both fat, to be honest.
Rich the Smash Bro, power rank top air guitar players in wrestling. Is it Kyle O'Reilly or is it Hulk Hogan? That's really fighting for the...
Adam Cole made a case for himself when Cult of Personality came on.
That was the one-time deal, though.
That was the dorkiest response. I was cracking up when he did that. Because I don't know, had he even put 2 and 2 together that CM Punk was coming out?
Maybe
Or did he just hear Cult of Personality?
It's called personality, man.
Adam Darwin just says Scott's not got hair. What does that mean? Oh my gosh. DKC says, wouldn't Dash have the stash? Dash has, I mean, he's got a beard,
He's
right?
got a beard. He has had a beard. I don't recall if he had one last night or not, but he has had a beard, yes.
Scott Dawson's the bald one.
Yeah.
Dash has a beard.
Yeah.
Okay. Dash stash. That's fine.
But they both have stashes. Because Scott Dawson has a goatee. Or a beard. He might have a beard now, too. Greg Morris, out of the 2 War Games matches, who will take the craziest bump, take Io out as 100% she's doing a moonsault off the cage?
Oh, no. I hope no. God, I hope
Oh,
not.
she's totally doing a moonsault
She
off the cage.
probably is, huh? Ugh.
I mean, Adam Cole's not averse to taking crazy bumps, man.
I know.
He's got to dial that back, though. He's got another match
does.
the next day. Ciampa, no. Riddle. Oh, he's not in it anymore. Dijakovic.
Oh, dude. He's going to, like, blow out both of his knees.
He's going to do something crazy.
Oh, Keith Lee's going to do something that he shouldn't.
I don't know, man. It's one thing to do a tope, but another to go 8 feet above the ring and jump on people.
I'm terrified for both Keith Lee and Dijakovic.
I'm saying Dijakovic.
I'm going to say Keith Lee on that one.
The Spanish fly from Dijakovic to I don't know. They seem to put Bob Fish in bad positions at War Games before, so he's going to hit a Spanish fly on Bob Fish off the top of the War Games.
Adrian C. said, guaranteed you'll never get them mixed up again after this conversation. I will.
I think this is making the situation worse.
Yeah, I know. Dash beard. That's good. Dash beard, right? He's got the beard.
They both have beard.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing about Dawson is that his is weird. Sometimes doesn't he have like a weird
Yeah, sometimes
he's got weird stuff going on.
Sometimes he shaves the chin. Sometimes
so dash beard. That's good because I think of him as having the beard all the time.
All right.
Adam Darwin says Dijak will fall and crash through the steel grating between the rings. I feel like he's gonna do something goofy. He's so goofy.
John Justice, who you guys want to see feud with Adam Cole next? Keith Lee or Ciampa? It's gonna be Ciampa.
I should just call them. This is a good idea. Andy Jocelyn says, "Which would Steve prefer to murder, bald or no bald?" That's how I should refer to the revival. Bald goes up top. No bald gets down. Bald and no bald hit a shatter machine. That's good. Bald and no bald.
Carry on.
Anyways, why carry on? Let's see here. Austin says, who are you more worried for in a War Games match, Ciampa or Fish? They both have issues, but Ciampa's are worse because this is their neck.
Neck. Fish is his knee. I don't know.
It's War Games and Ciampa's in it. That's horrifying. It's all bad. It's War Games. Like, hey, is there, seriously, like, out of all the matches these days, War Games is still the one that actually worries you. It's actually the one where they're like, oh, Hell in a Cell, whatever, who cares?
They're not going to let him go off the top of the cell anymore, really, so whatever.
Right, it's a big whatever. Are there any other match? War Games is the one where it's like, man, these guys
apart from that CZW Tournament of Death thing where they have the crazy ass cage.
Right, yeah, taking that out of it.
Yeah, it's pretty much War Games.
I mean, look, the lights out match at this point is maybe if they do that as like some sort of tradition, then I could see those guys in AEW maybe want to try to one up. So maybe they'll be like, oh my God, lights out again. Ooh. Mm-hmm. But at this point, War Games is the one where it's like, man, this is going to be rough.
The Russell dude says rename their finisher the Shaver Machine.
Oh, now that's confused me again. I don't know who's who. Dash beard. Okay, good. Got it. Dash is the beard guy.
They both have beards.
Oh, man. Anyways, I think that's good for a show. We got to get to Who Won Wednesday. That's going to go up first thing in the morning. Be sure to check that out.
We got predictions going up tomorrow, too.
That's right. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Smackdown tomorrow night. We're going to be there for live predictions or live reaction.
You think Adam Cole's got a long weekend? We're right there with him.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Dash bald.